Hey guys, Rafferty, Pendery here. In this video, we're going to talk about how do you document things so that people can actually do it. By the way, guys, if at any point in this video you think, I like this video, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel, and you'll get more and more of this as I publish it very regularly. So what do we do when we try to train people? It's an interesting thing that has come up. It's one of those things that, like, what's the right sequence? What's the right way to do this? For me, I found that I tried writing things down that I didn't understand very well. That's really hard to do, and it doesn't result in an outcome that's actually good. I found that once I actually figure out how to do something, then I could actually write it down. And for me, I'm not great at just sitting down and writing things down by myself, like just sitting there for hours and hours and hours. There are people who have that skill. My wife has that skill. So for me, what I found was when I'm actually sitting down and training somebody, I'll have a document open. And so while we're talking through it, I actually take that and turn that into training. The other benefit to that is that while I'm writing this down, they could be asking questions, and they may be asking questions about things that I'm not even thinking about, because we can assume so many things or forget some part or piece, and they go, well, what about this? Or how do I do that? And what's next after this? That allows me to put all of that into this document or into this procedure or into this training that I'm doing, which allows it to be really complete. It also means that they know and can refer back to it over and over and over again while I'm doing it. So I thought, man, I don't have time to actually create all this training. I don't have time to document this stuff. And I actually ended up just working out a process to do it while I was doing training is the best time to do it. Because if you don't, they are going to come back later and ask you, how do I do that again? And how do I do it again? And how do I do it again? And you know what? It's not their fault. And see, that's on me. Yeah, I can have them. I can train them to even write stuff down. Some of our staff are better writers than me. Yeah, hey, and I explain it to them, and then I say, great, can you write the procedure document on that? And we have people trained to do that. When you're really small, though, yeah, there's going to be some of that that's on you. People would ask me, well, what do I actually do as my executive role? And for me, I spent that 30 minutes or an hour a day. I'd make notes of things that people ask me how to do, and I'd actually write training documents on how to do it, or procedures or policies, or figure out some part. And once I had it figured out, I write it down and make it available to them. So when you actually start documenting things, it'll end up saving you a lot of time. A lot of owners or executives that I've talked to thought, man, I'm so overwhelmed. I have so many things going on, and people, just talk to me about things all throughout the day. I need to hire more help. And I agree, many times it is hiring more help. But a really interesting starting point that you can do is actually just start writing things down and find and see how much help you really need when people start wearing their jobs better, when people understand how to do things and they can refer to those documents. So first off was getting it figured out. The next part was writing it down. And the third part was get them to actually go back to that whenever they have the question, refer back to the documents and the training. You have to put it in a place that makes it accessible. In our case, we built our own tools that we turned into tools that are available for other companies, where people can actually put their training, put the documentation that they come up with, and make it available to people. Yes, you can put it on things like Google Drive or things like that. That's totally fine. The only challenge that I found is that it gets mixed with a lot of other stuff. So for us, our policies, our procedures, our job descriptions, our flowcharts, they all get put in one place so that people could always refer to that in the future. One other tip is don't underestimate the amount of training or the amount of information you might need to provide. The most important concept that I followed when it came to training people was don't assume anything. Because we have a saying that we use a lot, I don't know what you don't know. The way that I could actually start to solve that is provide all the information and not assume anything, and then have them ask questions. And we added the answers to those questions into the training. And it makes our training more and more and more complete. The next time we hire somebody and bring them on, they have a much better starting point than the last guy who started that job. So it does require staying on top of it constantly. It does require work, but it pays off in the end because it allows you to truly build an organization that can scale. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, share it with anybody you think could benefit from it. I'll see you guys in the next one.